choice to whether they appeal. If they do, we went through how that would go. But we all understand that litigation is a long road. We said that to you over the last couple of months. So, and we told you we didn't think the jury verdict was, we didn't agree with that. And fortunately, the judge agreed with that.
Okay, let's finish up. Michael Ross, here's Mayor. Roger, when it came to picking the firms themselves, what do you and the committee need to hear from a firm to say, yes, we'll approve this committee versus we're not going to approve this committee?
Several things. It's a very good question. So one is their approach. Every private equity firm has a slightly different approach. Sometimes they have longer holds versus shorter holds. I think that one that really was important for the ownership is to hear from the principals of the firms. Understand the commitment to this all about the organization. So that was something. We also went through a lot of what the restrictions and the sort of the boundaries.
What is this? Commissioner Roger Goodell speaking from special league meeting
and make sure that we were doing it right. There were a lot of things that they raised that we incorporated.
What up? What up?
I think it was part of learning. We tried to learn from what's been going on.
What, did it get cloudy outside or something? Shit.
We tried to talk to people who we think are in the know. And I think, we were patient. I think other leagues did this probably 5 or 6 years ago. We hope by
What's up, guys? Yeah, y'all come on in, man. The water's just fine. Yes, sir. Dagon's filthy. What's up, man? Bump, Texas. What's up, man? We cut Eric Scott. Kind of surprised. Yeah, I'm going to go over that, man. I'm going to go over that in a minute. Joey Joe, what's up? Retro Scotty in the house. What's going on, man? Ty, what's up? Hey, I appreciate it, Retro. Appreciate it, man. I had an early day today. Damn, is it going to rain outside? Shit. Got cloudy all of a sudden. I had an early day today, so I've been home since, man, Mondays and Tuesdays are my early days. I'm back at home at like 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning. So I start my day early, 2, 3 in the morning, and I'm back at the house, breakfast time, still. So I got home, I cooked breakfast, and an empty house, nobody's here. Chill, watch TV. I took a nap, man, feeling good, man. Yeah, I feel it. Hey, Retro, what part of town you in? Lawson, let me look at this roster, man. I was trying to wait till a couple more people got in here, but shit. Just another bad Quinn pick. Yeah, Fiocco. Yeah. Let me damn, why'd I do that? Let me go over the cuts first. Yeah, they got the cuts on here and the full roster. The people that made the cut. They got the cuts and the people that made the cut. I guess I'll go over the cuts first. Because I looked and it kind of fooled me at first because what I was looking at was the cuts. I'm thinking that's the roster. I'm like, wait a minute, where's Zeke? Did they cut Zeke? But I was looking at the cuts, man. Yeah, they cut a lot of running backs, man. Well, they had to. They cut running back wise. They cut Snoop Connor, Malik Davis. Wow. Oh, you close to Austin. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm in DFW. I'm close to Dallas. I grew up in Dallas, but I'm on the outskirts. I'm probably like from the Dallas County, I'm probably about 35 minutes out. Yeah. I'm probably about 35 minutes out from Dallas. Charlene, what's going on? Seems like Quinn sabotaged the 2023 draft as well because Mozzie is a big question mark. Overshawn may have potential, but he seems brittle like Sean Lee. Damn. Whoa. Hey, man. That's the first time I heard that. I never thought about it that way. Mozzie is Mozzie. I talked about this on Cowboys Corner Stream one Saturday night. Mozzie is Mozzie. Mozzie is Mozzie. I think we were looking for a defensive tackle who could get in there and wreak havoc, who could be another Leon Blatt or Russell Maryland or Warren Sapp. That's not Mozzie. I've come to the realization that that's not Mozzie. Mozzie is he's kind of like a decoy. He's strong, he's big, he's got size and girth. And I think that's what they got him for. Like, seriously, he's a decoy. He's a guy that just takes up space and kind of clog and close up the running lanes. That's what I'm thinking, because we have a hard time stopping the run. Y'all know last year we had a hard time stopping the run, even with Mozzie, but he was a rookie last year, and I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. I don't want to sleep on him just yet, but I think we're all thinking he's a bust because he's not getting in there and sacking the quarterback. He's not that quick. He's not that quick to do that. So Mozzie, the players are who they are. I'm going to start looking at it like that. I'm going to stop expecting. I think I have a hard time expecting players to be this and to be that, because I think that's what we need. And those players are not Leon Lett. They're not Russell Maryland. They're not, Randall with the Vikings back in the day, who can just a defensive tackle that just wreaks havoc. Warren Sapp, that's not who he is. So I think that it is what it is with him. It's just Mozzie, big guy, strong, lacks the technique. He's just a decoy. He's just in there. Brent, what's up, man? Jay Ratliff, he was okay at times. Jay Ratliff, every now and then, he was pretty good. I give him that. He's pretty good. Nicholas said at least the first 2 weeks. I don't know. I'm not going to say nothing. Shh, be quiet. Don't speak. I've done that a million times. Dallas Cowboys start the season with an easy schedule. They fuck around and lose first game. I've been down that road. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm just going to wait and see. That's all I'm doing, man. My expectations are very low this year. I'm not even getting my hopes up. Okay, let me look. Okay, running back. Well, we know who our quarterbacks are. So, Dak's first, Cooper Rush. But I'm not gonna go over that. I'm going over the cuts right now. So they cut Snoop Connor at running back, Malik Davis, which is a shot, Royce Freeman, Nathaniel Pete. Wide receiver, I'm not gonna talk about that because these are the cuts. Wide receiver, they cut Tyrone Billy Johnson, Dontre Burnett, Jalen Cropper, David Durden, Kelvin Harmon, Cam Johnson, Racy McKay. Yep, I can see all that. All these guys that they're cutting, tight end, Peyton Hendershot, he got traded to the Kansas City Chiefs. Wow. Princeton Fant, Alec Holler, yeah, we knew about that. Offensive line, Josh Ball got cut? Wow. Cole Cabral. They cut Dakota. Y'all remember they was talking about Dakota in the damn preseason. The last preseason game. Defensive line. They cut Denzel Daxon. Fahoko, we already knew about that. Albert Huggins, Darrell Johnson. Oh, Darrell Johnson, my bad. Carl Lawson, Justin Rogers. Linebacker, Darius Harris, Willie Harvey, Jason Johnson, Brock Mogenson, Nick Vigil, whatever his damn name is. Damian Wilson. Damian Wilson was a shot. I guess he just don't have it anymore. Defensive back, Josh Butler, Josh DeBerry, Keenan Hall, Imani Johnson, Eric Scott Jr. Well, I thought Eric Scott did okay in training camp. Julius Wood. Julius Wood? Oh, man. He was the guy that was making all them tackles and shit in the last preseason game. He had a pretty good preseason, man. I'm shocked they cut him. And that's the injury reserve. Deron Bland, Nathan Thomas. Wow. All right, on to the 53-man roster. This is the important. This is why I'm making this video. Yeah, Mozzie, I think Mozzie will be okay. See, now the sun is back out. It's like on and off. Mozzie will be okay. I think he'll be fine. Like I say, as long as they have a hard time running up the middle, that's all I care about. Just somebody to kind of hold the fort down. Somebody to just kind of clog up, like I just said, clog up those lanes. As long as he can do that, we're fine. Maybe what Mozzie will do is create double teams. That's what he's for. That's the sucky part about that position because that's your job. Your job is to be a decoy and take on double teams and shit. So maybe, just maybe, if all the attention's on him, maybe it'll free up D-Law and everybody else to make plays. His job is to really make it easier for everybody else. That kind of sucks, right? Because he's not that Leon Lett type guy, that Big Cat. Y'all remember Big Cat? He was, man, he'd get in there. It was rap. He was back there so fast. He was quick off the ball. He knew how to time that height. And he was just, man, he was awesome. Wow, he was awesome. He's not that type of guy. Nah, he's just not. We need at least 2 corners. Yeah, they're going to sign. Let me go to the 53-man roster. Well, we know the quarterbacks are running back Ezekiel Elliott. They got him number 1. Rico Dotto, number 2. Deuce Vaughn, number 3. And fullback Hunter Lupke. Well, they got to have a fullback, so I think he was the only one. So tight end Jake Ferguson, Luke Schoonmaker, and John Stevens. Wide receiver, obviously, CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks, Jalen Tolbert, who stepped up tremendously. Him and Dak has really been on the same page in training camp. So I'm looking forward to seeing him in the slot and maybe playing some outside as well. But they're going to motion him a lot. So just look forward to that. I hope he's ready to go over the middle because that's going to be his job. That's going to be his role. I think it should be switched. I think Brandon Cooks should be the slot guy. And your outside receiver should be CeeDee Lamb and Jalen Tolbert. Like, I'm dead serious. Because Brandon Cooks is like my height. He's like 5'9", so I like my outside receivers no shorter than 6'1". 6'1" and up. So they can go up and get the ball. They got good athleticism, good leaping ability. And that could power you and overpower you and go get that ball. I like my slot receivers kind of small, like Cole Beasley. Somebody that can sneak and somebody that you won't think that will go over there that's tough. That don't mind catching those balls over the middle. That could run up the seam or do a quick post route, a quick seam route, and catch you off guard. Somebody small, somebody that they'll forget about in coverage, somebody that can find holes in cover 2 and cover 3 and Tampa 2 and stuff like that. So I like my slot receivers kind of small, like seriously, not too small, but you know what I mean. Let's see. Well, Turpin, Jalen Brooks, he's had a pretty good camp. Kavontae Turpin, Mr. Special Teams, they wasn't gonna cut him. And who I'm very proud of, who made it, was Ryan Flanoy. Yeah, he was. I think he's gonna be good, man. They just got to get him some reps. They got to squeeze him in there so he can, get better, because he's not gonna do any good on the sideline. But I don't think they're gonna have a lot of room for him in the regular season. But we'll see. I may be wrong. Zach Martin, Tyler Smith, Tyler Guyton, Terrence Steele, Cooper Beebe. That's your starting 5 right there on the offensive line, which I'm kind of okay with. I think they're going to be fine. Yeah. Zach Martin, Mr. Reliable, future Hall of Famer. He's the last. What's funny, man, is Zach Martin is the last of that great wall of Dallas number 2. He's the last remnants of it. Man. Michael Hooper, what's up, man? Schoolmaker is that guy at your job that doesn't do much but still keeps his job. Yeah, right? Flip, what's up, man? Fiend, what's up? What'd you say? Oh, old hollering at you. Huh? Keep our 2 draft picks. I don't know, man. I can't answer that question. What's up? Hey, okay, Richmond, Virginia. What's going on, man? I don't understand the question, but just, I guess, come back to me on that one. Let's see. Schoolmaker is a good blocker. Yeah, he's not really a Jason Witten type. That's Ferguson's job. You're going to see Schoonmaker on probably special teams. That's about it. Maybe some run plays for an extra block, extra tight end in there, 2 tight end set. They're going to need it, especially with old man Zeke coming back, because he's not going to be able to hit those holes as quick as he used to. So I think that's why they kept him on the team, because he's a good blocker. Wasted 2nd round pick. Oh yeah, they always waste picks somewhere. So I know the Cowboys are good at that. He said, "Don't be the first team to lose to a quarterback who's lost to 31 teams. If the Saints lose to Carolina, maybe he means to Carolina." All right, let me keep going. Let's see. Where was I at? Offensive line. Damn. Went too far. Yeah, that's our starting 5, which I'm okay with. I think they'll be fine. I can't wait to see Tyler Guyton. Yeah, like I said, I've been saying, I said it yesterday. I said it the day before. I said the day before that I don't want to speak too soon, but he kind of reminds me of Eric Williams. Just a little bit. Brock Hoffman, it was kind of a battle between him and BB at the center position, but we all know that BB won that job. Austin Richards, offensive tackle, they were trying to test him out as well, but Tyler Guyton, we still kind of need a swing guy. I think that's what they were looking for in Austin Richards, because he's one of those swing tackles. but Tyler Guyton just been so dominant that they went ahead and started him. Matt Waletsko, offensive tackle, TJ Bass, and Chuma Edoga. Yeah, Chuma Edoga's out. He was starting at the left tackle position, but he got hurt, and Tyler Guyton was once again beast mode. So defensive line. Michael Parsons. Here we go with Michael Parsons at defensive line, guys. They got defensive line / linebacker. Yeah. He's our chess piece that they're going to move around. So he's our guy that we're going to wear out, and he's going to retire early. Hey, he said, "What's up, man?" He said, "Oh, be careful on Michael," right? They got him at defensive end / linebacker. So he's our chess piece. He's our puzzle piece, guys. That they said they were gonna move him around and put him in different places, which is I'm okay with that if you're playing Madden. Yeah, and you turn fatigue off. I've said that a million times. They don't wear that man out, man. I hope he's well conditioned. Like I'm serious. Yeah, they get sensitive behind Michael. Yeah. Michael's an undersized defensive end. They're gonna beat the hell out of him on their line, man. I think he belongs at outside linebacker, but what do I know? D-Law, obviously. Marshawn Nealon, defensive end. Now, is he gonna start? I guess so. We got Osa at defensive tackle, Mozzie Smith, obviously at defensive tackle. Jordan Phillips, defensive tackle. Linval Joseph, Chauncey Golston, Tyrus Wheat, defensive end. Okay. Linebackers. This is what I'm concerned about right here. Because now we're actually running a 4-3 defense. See, with Quinn, you couldn't tell who the hell was, running that 4-2-5. It was nothing but speed on the field. It was a lot of hybrid safeties, So the linebacker position, I'm very curious to see how they're going to do this. Eric Kendricks at linebacker, DeMarvion Overshawn, which he played one game. Well, not even the whole game. He played one series, the first preseason game, and they took him out. He made one really good tackle, and boom. Now, I feel the same way about Overshawn that I feel about Michael Parsons. If he's going to play linebacker, he's very undersized, but he's athletic too. You get what I'm saying? But he has to be athletic because he's so small at the linebacker position. So I'm a little worried about that. I hope I'm wrong. I hope he gets in there and gets the job done. But oh man, I thought he was more of a safety than a linebacker. Because I think he did a little bit of both at Texas too. I think he was a safety at Texas, if I'm not mistaken. Well, no, he might have been on. I think he did a little bit of both. Because the Texas, they had a box set, so he was in the box a lot. So, Damone Clark, Buddy Johnson, Morris LaFowl, I want to say that's his name. Wow. I'm not too sold on the linebackers, but we'll see. Maybe that front four will pick up the slack. Hey, Dwayne, what's going on, man? Also, Golf, what's up? We might shock the world this year. Only time will tell. Confident Cowboys fan, what's going on, man? Yeah, I'm just talking about this roster real quick, man. I ain't going to be on here too long because it kind of speaks for itself. Defensive backs, Trayvon Diggs, Jordan Lewis, Colleen Carson, Andrew Booth, Israel Makamu, then Malik Hooker, Donovan Wilson, Marquise Bell. Marquise Bell, he did really good in camp and preseason. Janiah Thomas. And that's it, man. That's your 53-man roster right there. It has potential. It has potential. A lot of young guys. Cowboys corner in the house. What's up, man? My boy is in the house. Hey, man, make sure y'all subscribe to him if you haven't already. I'm just on here, man, talking about this roster real quick, man. I'm not a roster stat guru like you, Cowboys corner, but, I'm doing my best. I'm just kind of freestyling it, man. Really just question Q&A and, shit like that. That's all. Yeah, Overshawn is good. I just think he's a little undersized to be a linebacker, but maybe his athleticism will make up for that. So I'm hoping the best for him. I like Overshawn. I'm not saying I don't like him, but I feel the same way. Like I just said, I feel the same way like I do about Parsons being a defensive end / linebacker. Yeah, man. So, yeah, what you call it? What's his name? Damn. DaRon Bland going out, man, that hurt us. That hurt us in the secondary. I can't even explain. I can't even explain how much that hurt us. That hurt us bad. Because he was a defensive threat. He was a playmaker on defense, and you got to have those playmakers on defense. When you lose a guy like that, man, at that magnitude, it's devastating for him. Now he's got to, I'm not saying he's not going for the season, but he's gonna be gone longer than 6 weeks. I'm telling you, man. So y'all be ready. If they try to bring him back early, they're gonna hurt him. He's gonna get hurt again. So. Dwayne said they need to keep Parsons at linebacker, and he can blitz from that position. They always use the players. Yeah, I agree, but I think that they've seen enough and they watched enough film of him playing defensive end. I think they think he can be sort of a threat at that position. I think they're thinking about speed on the outside. I think that's all they're thinking about. They're not thinking about anything else. They're not thinking about his size and his strength and if he can, because they're offensive tackles that can keep up with guys like him. He's not going to be able to get around everybody. They get paid to scout and prepare for him too. They're not going to just not prepare for Michael Parsons. They get paid to play too. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to be ready for him. Oh yeah, the blue wall. This is my boy's room. We painted it just this an accent wall. We just painted it blue. Everywhere else, as you can see, is. But see, the thing about it was, we got rid of all that stuff in here because we thought we were going to sell the house during the summer. That was our goal, to sell this house during the summer. And I didn't know the process was so tedious, so hard, if you will. Selling a house is hard, very, very hard. We spent so much money on, getting this house together, getting it, what they call it, turnkey ready. It's only 5 years old. It's still kind of a new house. So we got rid of. We were gonna buy them new bedroom furniture and the whole 9 yards. So we just cleared everything out. As you can see, we cleared everything out, and they're sleeping on the couch. Because I refused to buy them a new bedroom set, and then have to move it too. You get what I'm saying? So that's just more to move. So we're gonna wait until we move, and then we're gonna buy them a new bedroom. They're gonna have their own room then. Right now, the boys, my 2 boys, they're sharing a room. So they'll have their own room. It's 5 bedroom. I mean, it's a 5 bedroom home we're moving into. It's got a media room. It's got an office for my wife, because she's a teacher, so she needs that space. We just need more space, man. It's 5 of us now, so. But we can't move until we sell this house, until this house is under contract. And that's what sucks. That's what fucking sucks. It sucks, man. Oh, I can't stand this product, especially when you got a lazy ass realtor. I think the realtor makes a big difference, man. James Banks, what's up, man? And my wife pulling up right now. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. But yeah, man, we just patiently waiting. It's like every time I'm like their room is towards the front of the house, so every time I'm in here, I can see cars stopping and looking at the for sale sign, getting out, getting the information off of it, But we're just waiting. But my thing is, for anybody that's on here and they're trying to be a first-time home buyer, get what you want up front. See, like this is a starter home. Nah, man. Go ahead and get what you want first. You know what I mean? See, there was a lot we didn't know. You know what I mean? So now that we're here, we learned that we're gonna outgrow. We didn't know we were gonna outgrow this place, and we did. So, now we gotta, move into a bigger home. But this process right here sucks. It's expensive and it sucks. It sucks, man. What I think about the cuts. I just went over the cuts. I mean, I saw it coming. I mean, I could, when I went over the cuts, I'll be like, okay, I can see why they, it is what it is with them. Now it's just up to the Cowboys to figure out what the hell they gonna do. Shit, because all the cuts I was surprised Deuce made it. Yeah, I was surprised he made it. But I think there's so many things that they can try to do with him. Because Deuce is a monster in the y'all notice he plays very well in the preseason. Very well. But like I say, it's against second and third string guys. So yeah, Dwayne, yeah. You see, my kids now. I mean, I got a freshman in high school. I got a 5th grader and a baby girl. So we got a ways to go. So I can only imagine. You see that I think we were trying to move before school started. See, now that school is starting, it's taking a back seat. You know what I mean? So the number one priority now is getting the kids back and forth to school and things like that. So, hey. What? Did you have a good day today?
Wait, I got shoes. I got shoes.
You got shoes?
Wait, I got shoes.
See.
See?
Say hi. Say hi.
Hi.
She's shy.
Wait.
Okay. Go get Nathan.
Wait, I got that.
My freshman, he's in a band. So it's kind of like he plays sports because he's got to play at the football games and stuff. My 5th grader, he'll play football when he gets to junior high. So yeah. He said little 1980. Yeah, I think Carson will be okay. Carson will be. They'll put him in nickel and dime packages That's what we're going to see him. Running 4.48, 4.52. That's kind of borderline for a cornerback. That's like safety speed now. Safeties, I want them run. Cornerbacks, I want them running 4.2, 4.3s. Yeah, I want my, 4.4 is okay. That's good enough. 4.5 is pushing it. That's like safety speed. Yeah. Cornerbacks, I want them running 4.2, 4.3s. 4.4, you better be a damn good cover corner. Yeah, your coverage ought to make up for your coverage skills. Got to make up for your speed. But yeah, you got to be fast playing a corner position. You just have to. Durant ran a 4.48. That's what I'm saying. Deron Bland, he had good cover skills though. Like Darrelle Revis. I don't think his 40 time was that fast, but he just knew how to cover. He knew how to make plays on the ball. Like I always say, if you play on the ball, you'll be fine. Just keep that receiver in your peripheral vision. As long as you keep up with him, that's fine. Let's see where a lot of young cornerbacks coming into the league, where they mess up is they play the man. They don't turn their heads. They don't use the peripheral vision in the back pedal, keeping your eye on the quarterback. There's a such thing, just like when you're driving. Yeah, you're looking straight ahead, but you can see a car passing you. That's called peripheral vision. You got to have that to play cornerback. You have to have you got to be able to make those snap decisions. And Bland is one of those type guys where he can trick the quarterback into thinking that the receiver's open. And I said it last year. I didn't say he was like Deion, but he has those tendencies. Deion had a habit of making. Deion had world-class speed. He was the fastest guy in the NFL. Shit, Deion ran down Don Beebe. Don Beebe ran a 4.28. Deion ran him down like it was nothing when he played for Atlanta back in the day, back in his prime days. Deion was just fast, but he has that. Deion had that speed. Deion had enough knowledge, coverage ability, and speed to make that quarterback think that receiver was open. He would let them open on purpose. He would give them yards on purpose so they would throw his way. And Deron Bland has those tendencies, and you got to be careful because he's not as fast as Deion was, but he has those tendencies. He has those qualities about him. Yeah, so. Hey, appreciate that, Loretta. Yeah, corners should be 4.2, 4.3. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it makes a difference, man. It makes a difference big time. Hey, appreciate it, corner. I'm just freestyling, man. I ain't really, you know what I mean? That's just, it ain't nothing too big. I just wanted to kind of talk about the roster a little bit. Go get some milk. Okay. Close the door. Hey. Yeah, I definitely agree. I feel like 4.5s are definitely, that's safety speed. Yeah. Safeties don't have to. Safeties are like linebackers in the backfield. They're the last line of defense. You get what I'm saying? They're the guys who, if needed, can get the over the top if needed. If they're in cover 2 and the cornerback lets them go, cornerbacks in cloud coverage, seam the flats, 5 yards, bump, let the receiver go. It's the safety's job to get the over the top. So that's cover 2. Cover 3, you got the free safety who has middle thirds, and then the strong safety has anywhere from seam to flats. That means seam to the sideline. They come up in the box. That's cover 3. And then the cornerbacks, they just straight backpedal. The cornerbacks are really not in man, but they just straight backpedal like they're in man. to stay in the vicinity of that receiver that's going deep. You get what I'm saying? But if it's a run, they're supposed to be able to react to it and come up. That's cover 3. Tampa 2 and cover 2 is kind of the same, depending on where the linebackers are lined up. So the Dallas Cowboys, they use a lot of Tampa 2 defense. Now we got different coordinator. We'll see what they. I think Michael Zimmer runs a 4-3. So I don't know, especially with Bland being out. I don't know if he'll go a lot of cover 1, cover 0, maybe cover 3. Cover 3 is like, I think cover 3 is probably like the safest defense you can play. It's not really like a cover 4, like a prevent defense, but it's close. You got the safety coming up in the box with cover 3. So he kind of helps the linebackers. So you really got 4 linebackers, and you only got 3 DBs going back. Yeah, more tougher. Yeah, strong safeties are like linebackers that can run. So, and that's what I envisioned Overshawn being. I envisioned him being a strong safety because he's built like a strong safety. I think he'll be like, I don't know. He may be just as good as a linebacker. I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen it yet. So until I see it, then I can be like, okay, But right now, prematurely, to me he looks like a safety. I think he'd be better at safety. He may just prove me wrong though. How many of y'all liked Trey Lance? Anybody like Trey Lance in the comment section? Avon, what's up, man? I thought he would make it too. Yeah. I thought he was for sure going to be in there, man. But they probably put him on the practice squad. They'll probably put him on the practice squad. We still have a practice squad. So those guys that got cut, a lot of those guys are going to be on the practice squad. They got to have a practice squad. So if somebody get hurt, they'll sign Woods. They'll bring him up on the roster. Or somebody else, like he said, somebody pick him up, give him a chance. But how y'all feel about Dak and Cooper Rush and Lance? I guess we can talk about that a little bit. Trey needs a lot of work. I think he made the 53. Yeah, he made the 53. Oh, yeah. They got 3. You got to have 3 quarterbacks. They had no choice but to. Trey Lance, I was very interested to see how he would play in game, and I got to see it, and my feelings didn't change because everybody was. I think as a fan base, I think we're so tired of what we've been seeing, of what we've been going through, of what we've been witnessing, and I think that we were ready for a change and we were looking for a hero. So we decided to, everybody, Trey Lance, they saw those videos, he throwing the ball 70, 80 yards and with his shirt off and, those little short videos and stuff, workout videos. I think a lot of us got pumped up. I didn't, but I'm just saying Cowboy Nation as a whole. Because videos and stuff don't impress me because, like Bruce Lee said, boards don't hit back. It looks good when you throw a board in there and you break it, and but ain't nobody fighting you back. Ain't nobody trying to get after you and tackle you. You know what I'm saying? So that receivers running, like CeeDee Lamb, his little workout video he had, and he running routes by himself and all that stuff. That don't impress me because there's nobody in front of him trying to stop him from catching that ball. So I learned a lot. Watching Trey, I learned a lot about him in training camp and in preseason. Training camp is different than preseason. So he looked good in training camp. Oh, yeah, go ahead and start him over Dak. Nah, you change your mind now. because he in 5 interceptions in that last game. Really, I think that really did it. He's just not mentally ready. He's not mentally there, and I don't know if it's because he didn't get the chance or what, but he needs a lot of work, and I just don't trust him right now. He's still young, I'm not saying he can't get better, but not at first string quarterback. I don't think he's ready for that. Because if he was that good, San Francisco would have held on to him. So, only thing I liked about Trey was his speed, his athleticism, the pocket breaking down, and Dak don't have that. He had that a little bit, but Dak was never that fast. So Dak his thighs rub together and shit. So Dak a chubby quarterback. So if Dak had his speed, oh man, and Dak he'd be all right. He'd be really good. I think Dak will show off for the rest of. It's a make or break season for Dak. Yeah, it's a make or break season for Dak. I think two things can happen. They could either pay just because they paid Lamb, they could pay Dak. Who knows? Or it'll be based off his performance this season because this is his final year, his contract. So I think it's the way he performs. That's what I think. I may be wrong, but that's what I think. Yeah, decision making. Exactly. Yeah. And a lot of quarterbacks don't have that quick thinking ability like that. You know what I mean? They don't have it. So some of them have it right off. Some of them, it takes them years a lot of quarterbacks back in the day, they used to sit on the sideline and learn for like 2-3 years. So some of the best quarterbacks sat on the sideline and, and waited their turn. You know what I'm saying? If it was with that team or another team, look at Aaron Rodgers, man. He sat behind Brett Favre a couple of years, man, and learned from him. So, sometimes it works out that way. Yeah, I think everybody says that. I mean, I heard Stephen A. talking about that the other morning. He said Dak Prescott is awesome during the regular season, but in the playoff, he got 2 playoff wins, in his years that he's been the Cowboy. So I think that's the problem. That's the issue with him, And not just Dak, the Cowboys alone, they turn into the Dallas Magicians when they get to the playoffs. Fiend said, I like him better than Dak because you can get the running game going and I'm ready to move on. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you got to remember when you make a comment like that, I'm not saying anything's wrong with it. I see why you're saying that. I respect it. But you got to remember that was the preseason we were looking at. No, not yet. Why did I do that? That was the preseason we were looking at. He was going against second, third, fourth string guys that are trying to make the team. And you gotta put that in the back. You gotta put that into the equation. The mistakes he was making was against guys that's trying to make the team. Imagine him out there with a first string defense that got their shit together with all pro players at every position. So like the Browns, we faced the Browns. They got a damn good front seven with Myles Garrett. And man, they got a damn good front seven. So even Dak about to get tested against the Browns. So you gotta put that in there. That preseason really, really counts. That's when you learn how good players really are. I'm afraid of our running game. I said this yesterday. I talked about this yesterday on the live stream. Our running game, we don't have one. As of now, we don't have one. Make him earn it. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, right now we don't have a running game. We got Zeke, got old man Zeke. Rico Dotto, if he has too much playing time, he'll get hurt. You know, he's really sensitive. We got Deuce Vaughn. They still holding on to him, which they don't really know how to use him during the regular season. I don't know. You got to have a run game. You just have to. No ifs, ands, or buts. When do we change? That's a good question. At that position, it's hard for the Dallas Cowboys to just change. They got so much invested in Dak. You know, there's so much money invested in Dak. And they can't just up and change like that. It just doesn't work that way. They got a lot of time and years and money invested in him. And I think they want to see how he's going to play this season. I think they thought that Trey Lance was going to be better than what he was. I think that they thought that if Trey Lance was really, really good, if they get the same style of quarterback that Dak Prescott is, kind of, sort of, that'll make Dak play better. But I don't think Dak is, obviously he's a third string quarterback. I think they thought that he was going to come in here and be second string behind Dak and beat out Cooper Rush and make Dak scared, make him, oh shoot, I need to play better, you know. But the preseason that he had, it just didn't work out that way. So they're like, oh shit, now what do we do with him? You know, so yeah, I'm over it too. I've been over it, but ain't nothing we can do about it because he's the owner of the damn Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, Dak is going to be Dak. Dwayne, that's what I said yesterday. Dak is going to be Dak. Dak is not going to get any better. He's too old for that. He's reached his potential. Dak is Dak. That's it. And that's somebody in the comment section yesterday said that's the scary part about it because it's Dak. Dak, who you saw in the playoffs, that's the Dak we got. He's not going to get any better. There's no working on his mechanics and working on his footwork and working on all that. All those things are done earlier in the career. But he's getting up there in age, and Father Time is undefeated. So that's who he is. That's the quarterback that we got. So we just got to roll with it and hope the best. There's nothing we can do about it. There's nothing we can do about it. But he got his wide receiver. He got his big-time wide receiver, so CeeDee Lamb. So you know how that go. But that's all I got, man. I just wanted to kind of talk about the roster a little bit. Just get y'all's thoughts and opinions about it, and my thoughts and opinions about it. I'm just scared of rebuilding because I remember Dave Campo era. Yeah, I remember that era too. Yeah, but unfortunately, we've been rebuilding for since '95. We've been rebuilding. A lot of wasted talent. A lot of guys come through here and went other places to win Super Bowls. That just hasn't been our priority all this time. Our priority was the brand, and that's all they cared about. And you can tell. That's it. We've been rebuilding since '95, so it's like, how long are we gonna keep rebuilding? How long are we gonna keep waiting, keep letting talent get away? Like CD, we got CD, man. One of the most talent, one of the highest paid wide receivers in the NFL, one of the most talented wide receivers in the NFL. But are we gonna get a Super Bowl for him? He's gonna be able to help us get a Super Bowl. You know, we got Michael Parsons, very talented guy, very athletic. Jason Witten, hell, Ezekiel Elliott. Shit. I mean, even though he's back, but Ezekiel Elliott. I can name so many players, so many great players. Our offensive line, that great wall of Dallas we had. Number 2, Tyron Smith. Guys like him going to the Hall of Fame, but no Super Bowl ring unless he goes somewhere else and gets it. I think he went with New York Jets or something like that. Yeah. So much talent throughout the years, but no Super Bowls to stand for. That's why we follow the Cowboys. That's why we're fans, so we can win a Super Bowl. We're not fans just for no reason. We're not running our mouths for no reason. We want to get a Super Bowl back here, just like anybody else. We're not running around saying, "Oh, we're going to the Super Bowl every year." Nah, man, we're not saying that. I know I'm not. You know, I haven't said that. I've never said that, as a matter of fact. Hell, I didn't say it when we was winning them Super Bowls in the 90s. Not even the NFC Championship appearance. Yeah. I think the best team we had to win a Super Bowl was 2014. In 2016. Those were our best chances. When they took the Dez Bryant catch away from us, that was our. I thought that was our year. I seriously did. I thought we were the best team. 2016, I thought we were the best team in the NFL offensively, but we didn't have a pass rush. If we only had a pass rush, we could have stopped Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers from getting in field goal range and kicking that damn near 70-yard field goal. Yeah. If we only had a pass rush, we didn't have one. Because if we did, he would have been on his ass. See what I'm saying? That's where quarterbacks belong. They belong on their behinds. You don't let quarterbacks linger and find somebody open and scramble out to the flats and find a goddamn tight end, whatever he was, and catch a sideline catch. You just don't do that. You don't allow that to happen if you have a consistent, legit pass rush. And we didn't have that, so we paid for it. Defense wins championships, man. I don't care how good. Our offense was one of the best. But that proves right there that defense wins championships. And I hate to keep going back to that, but that's a great example of what I'm talking about, what I've been talking about. It's always a failed team because their number one priority is not the team, it's the brand. It's been the brand. They don't want to admit that because they know it's shady as fuck. They're not going to come out and say, "Hey, guys, you know what? We don't really care about y'all. We just want y'all's money, and we want y'all to come to these games and fill up these seats, and we want y'all to support the Cowboys, and all we care about is that brand putting money back into our pockets." They're not going to come out and say that. Because guess what we're going to do? We're going to be like, "What the fuck?" You get what I'm saying? We're going to be like, "What the hell? Really?" That's just like your spouse telling you, "You know what, man? We've been together 15, 20 years, and I acted like I love you, but I really don't." You're like, We done had kids and we got a house and all the cars and made all these. And you do this, it's kind of like that. That's what the Cowboys have been doing. They've been cheating on us for almost 30 years, and we've been allowing it. It's our fault. We've been allowing it. It's bottom line. We've just been allowing it. So as long as we reach in our pockets and allow, everything's fine. Everybody's happy, right? Because we're reaching in our pockets. Yeah. We're reaching in our pockets, man. That's all yeah. They're good. We're not, but they're good. If they lose, we're going home pissed off. We're getting in our cars mad because we got to go to work in the morning. Or we got to put in PTO or something to be off to go to that game. So we want to go to work that next morning. But they good, though. You see what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. See, nobody wants to talk about that because it'll make them look bad too. Because they're supporting it as well. Yeah. See, I get on here, man. I'm all for Cowboys. I'm what's best for the team. I don't care about anything else. I don't care about the likes and the views and all that. I'm not on here for that. I'm on here to chop it up with y'all. Talk about Cowboys. Yeah. Realistically, guys. I'm not saying what you want to hear. I don't, like I always say, I don't babysit grown folk feelings. So I just, whatever's going on and it's serious and it's a concern, I'm going to talk about. And the Dallas Cowboys have been a concern for almost 30 years. They didn't have YouTube back then. I would have been on YouTube back then. 15, 16 years old, been on YouTube. Shit. But that's all it is, man. That's why they're able to get away with the way things have been. We watch them with the assumption that they're going to win. Just like you go to a casino. I don't gamble. I've been to one casino and the one in Louisiana. The boat. And I was early 20s. And I played the little nickel, dime, quarter machines, But when you stick your money, you stick your money in there with the assumption of you winning something, getting something back. So it's a gamble. Watching the Cowboys is a gamble. It's all off assumption. Everything we think we know is off assumption. Even me talking right now, talking about the roster, that's off assumption. I'm proud of how Tyler Guyton has developed, and I'm thinking he's going to be good. I even called him. He reminded me of Eric Williams a little bit, but that's just off assumption. I don't know. He could start week 1 and get ran over. I don't see it because he's done so well in training camp and preseason. But it's assumption. Nobody's right. Nobody's right. Everybody that has a YouTube channel, guys, listen up. We're not right. You get what I'm saying? You can have all the shit in the background you want. You can have a green screen. You can have a mic coming down with the expensive mics and all that shit. Acting like you're a radio show and all that. You can have 100,000, 1 million subscribers. It don't make you right all the time. I'm sorry, but it just doesn't. It just don't. And it don't win Super Bowls. It just don't. You said, what you say, Brent? Jerry Jones coaching hires for the past 25 plus years says everything that we need to, that we need about the Cowboys. Yeah, exactly. He don't want somebody that's gonna Jimmy Johnson him. Yeah. Jimmy Johnson, like, no, get back, man. I got this. No. Jimmy Johnson used to get pissed off when he saw Jerry Jones coming out. When we'd be winning or losing, didn't matter. Jerry Jones coming out the booth, coming on the sideline, doing this. That's just like my wife. She's a teacher. And sometimes the assistant principal or the principal will come and do observations. And my wife would be like, she'd have to keep teaching, kind of like you being audited. You know what I mean? To see how you doing. Or your call being monitored. You don't like that shit. You're like, man, I got this. What y'all doing in here? So it's just like, he got rid of Jimmy because Jimmy was a real coach. See, nobody else is going to do him like that. That's why he made himself general manager all those years ago. So he could be more involved. But that hasn't won Super Bowls for us. It does not win Super Bowls. Me on this live stream don't help win Super Bowls. So that's all I got, man. I ain't got nothing else. I got to get in here and get dinner going and shit. It's 6 o'clock probably. Yeah, 6:14. Yeah, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Go Washington. Oh, shit. He said go Washington Commanders. Oh, Lord. On that note, I'm really out of here, man. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me, man. I appreciate it. I don't know. I say I don't know when I'm going to go live again. Hell, I wasn't going to go live today, but I forgot the 53-man roster was going to bill out today, so. But that's all I got, man. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all. Make sure you stay cowboyed up and prayed up because you never know what the day is going to bring you. Holla back at your boy. I'm out.